Very good morning to you guys. Hello to all the replay viewers. Thanks very much for coming to join me. Pit Stream Live. I'm looking out over the Yarra River and the MCG. Good to have you. Is that Tifa? Yes, Alex, how are you, mate? Reservoir Apps, good to see you. Hey, it's good to have you this morning. Mike Mac, hello and welcome. Good to have you guys. Here we are in Melbourne City. Just do a quick spin around. We've got the Art Centre there. Some of the buildings on South Bank. Across the Yarra River Bridge, looking back towards Flinders Street Station, the Cathedral, Federation Square. Thanks so much, Reservoir Apps. You're amazing. You always jump in there much sooner than I can get there. Hello. Who have we got? James. Very good. Mick Mac. Thank you. Thank you. My scope's here. Hey you guys, I'm Pete Stream Live and I'm walking around in a little bit chilly. It's a beautiful sunny day, but it's a bit chilly. And hey, great to see you. G'day Dan Keck. Hello. Who we got? Mike Wise. Good to have you. And Sam, hi. Very good morning. Welcome. Guys, today I'm a Periscope knowledge collector, as I say, and I hopefully are able to teach it in a way that'll be easy for you to understand and also implement in your own scoping so that you'll be able to grow your follower base as well. Thanks so much for coming to join me. I think I'm getting close to 450,000 hearts, so I appreciate all those hearts ticking over there in the corner. Thank you so much. Today's scope, though, is we're going to go back and I guess I'm covering over material I've done before, but not everybody's seen this material, so I thought I'd bring it out again. And we're talking about how to get started with Periscope for your business in particular. How's my day going? Well, it's very cold. It's very cold this morning. Interesting. Absolutely. Thanks so much for coming to join. I just had a jogger walk by screaming an obscenity. An F-bomb that I wouldn't allow on my scopes, but I can't really block him, so to speak. It's bitterly cold. Yeah, it's probably still single digits, although as you might be able to see, it's a magnificent looking day. Beautiful blue sky. Can't see any clouds, but there might be somewhere. But what's up? Who we got there? Easy 3. Good to see you, my man. Anyway, how to get started with Periscope. Let's get started, otherwise I'm going to run out of walking and talking time. I should have stuck your foot out. Possibly. I'm a lover, not a fighter, particularly with a selfie stick in my hand and a bag on my back and wearing my bag of fruit, my business suit. Good day, yes. How true. Good one day freezing, the next nice during the middle of the day, but chilly at both ends. John Mark. Great to see you, young man. Love to have you. Mick MacDon. I like that handle. Mick MacDon. That's very good. Let's get started. I have to pay kudos to Vicky Ciccolano, who came up with a lot of material. I put my spin on it, of course, so I'll claim co-contributing status. But as I've always said right from the start, I've come out of a marketing and sales sort of consultancy business, and right from the start, December last year, when I first came across Periscope, I recognised the fact that, my goodness, hey, who have we got there? Maureen, my favourite Mobiz. Today we're talking about how to get Mobiz, Maureen. And we're how to tap into Periscope for business in particular. It's absolutely magnificent. Let me just, hang on, quick landscape. How was the speech? Yes, yesterday. Let me tell you, as I do a bit of a landscape scope of the park here, it's a magnificent view as you walk out to work. Quite soothing and relaxing. Yesterday, for those people who don't know, yesterday I had a chance to go and speak to a school about entrepreneurial business. It's not a regular subject, but I had a chance to go and talk. It was very good. The first period of teaching, the kids were like, eyes rolling back and doing everything that I used to do when I was in school. But we got to play an online game, which is fantastic, and the kids got right into it. The first time they did it without much instruction. Then the second one we talked about a little bit about teamwork and having a plan for what you wanted to achieve and what strategy you were going to enlist to get into the game. And it went gangbusters. They really got into it, and some of the kids really sort of went much further than I've ever gone with the game, which was fantastic. And funnily enough, and this was it's all about diversifying. Yes, what I found fascinating was that the two kids who absolutely blitzed all their classmates were both autistic, on the autistic spectrum, and both these kids smashed it out of the park. They got kind of returns that nobody else in their group settings, because both these kids did it individually, but they could, like, nobody else, even all the groups couldn't compete, no matter how good their strategy and no matter how much communication they were doing. Hey Nabil, I like it. Well done Nabil. This is a good handle for you. I like it a lot. Well done on doing that. So yes, both the kids on the autism spectrum just had unbelievable results, which was fascinating. Really interesting. But that's a sort of a sociological kind of experiment that I didn't have time. But thank you, Maureen, for I think it was Maureen that asked. Yes, the day went really well. They want me to come back in the next time they have one of the sessions in 2 weeks, so that I can. Part of the project is they put together a plan, a bit like a Shark Tank scenario. They're going to be presenting in groups, and they want me to come back and be part of the judging panel, which is very honoured, and yeah, looking forward to being able to come back and do that. So a great bit of a highlight yesterday. I really enjoyed that. So anyway, back onto topic. Thank you very much. I really like this fountain, by the way. Let me just show this fountain. There it is. Beautiful fountain. What is it about water features? I don't know. Hey, great to have you. Thank you so much for the hearts, by the way. Let's get on to the topic, otherwise we're never going to get onto it. Here we go. How to tap into Periscope for business. Well, obviously it's a really good way to reach a new audience, and it's a really good way for your audience, your prospects basically, to learn who you are before they actually deal with you. It's also a really good way for people to learn about your business, your product or service, and to engage and like and trust the person who runs the business before they've actually got the need. So this is, from a sales perspective, from a sales philosophy, this is an unbelievable tool to grow your business. So you obviously have your live streaming broadcast, and over time, hey Danny, good to see you, young man, great to have you on. So good to have the Danny Meyer photo. If you like photography, go and check out Danny's photography. Good morning. With Periscope, obviously you've got your live streaming broadcast from which you can talk about your business, talk about your products, talk about the behind the scenes kind of thing. You can do events, you can do all those sorts of things. You've obviously got it up for 24 hours, and then I've talked before about how you save it to YouTube, and then you can repurpose the content once you've got it on YouTube there. Obviously it gets saved to your phone, and then you can upload it, shoot it off to any of the social media platforms. Hey, who have we got here? Esty love, I haven't seen you for a little while now. Great to see you. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for coming in to join us, and thank you to everybody who's shared out with their followers and also on Twitter. I appreciate that. Just to let the replay viewers know that you can actually tap hearts when you're on the replay, so don't be afraid to tap if you like the material. Very good. We're talking about tapping into Periscope for business today, and one of the benefits, of course, is that live is always exciting. Fancy giving out, it's the equivalent of, instead, I'm going to work, by the way, I'm on my way down to South Melbourne to go to work, so we're doing my Periscope in a walk and talk kind of fashion, hence why it's moving around all at the moment, so apologies for that. However, imagine receiving, you used to get letters, you used to get junk mail, you used to get your brochure or your so on. Instead of being a brochure which is in the static hard copy format, imagine getting a live video feed where you get a chance to talk to the person about whatever they're offering. And that's essentially what you're doing on Periscope here. That's why it's so excited. It is live, it is unedited, it's very real and raw, and you get to see the business in its real state, not the manicured state that so much of the marketing in the past has been. So hence why it's such an amazing opportunity. It helps, particularly for your brand, it helps it come across as being authentic. Of course, you have to be authentic, but on Periscope you get a chance to be able to show your authenticity. So I don't get run over, I'll just check the road here. Yes, fantastic. Let me, while I keep talking, I'll just do a bit of a scoot around so you can see the terrain, because it really is beautiful. I recognise and appreciate those little bands around the trees to stop the possums and the rats crawling up. It's absolutely magnificent. We've got the barracks across the road there, a bit old historic building here in Melbourne. We've got the, hopefully we won't get run over by a cycle, the flower garden in the shape of something, probably that fella on the horse. Oh, there's a cyclist. Excellent. What is that statue? Yep, it's the Marquis de... can't quite see it. Linklathie, first Governor of Australia. That's who it's for. Very regal. 1889 to 1895, Governor of Victoria. He was Governor of Australia 1901 to 2 and Governor of Victoria for 1889 to 1895. There you go, it looks nice with the sun behind him. Anyway, yes, I was saying, for a brand, being able to show your authenticity is absolute gold. For people to be able to trust you before they buy means they're more likely to buy from you, as opposed to getting information when they're looking for you and then having to work out whether they can trust you or not. With Periscope, they can actually see that beforehand. Hang on, we've got cyclists, we've got cars coming. Woo. My apologies for that one. 20 minutes before I have to start work. We're doing well, guys. The Pete Squad, yay! All right, so live is all. That's all right, Danny. I know it's not much compared to the rest of the world, but Australia back in the 1800s is old, man. It's old. Anyway, some business leaders to watch. For those people who are new, any of the Peri newbies, some of the people that, particularly if you're interested from a business perspective and periscoping, yes, absolutely. CBW, good to have you on here. I really appreciated your input 2 days ago, and apologies to everybody I didn't get on the scope yesterday because of the teaching gig. I was, yes, I just ran out of time, unfortunately, so I couldn't get onto the scope. Had to start earlier as well. So some business leaders you might want to watch. There's, of course, Kim Gast, which is the @symbol Kim Gast, KIMGARST. She's got some great material. Pat Flynn is another one. PATFLYNN. Pat Flynn. Hey, welcome to all the people jumping on at the moment. Great to have you on Pete Stream Live, coming at you from Melbourne, Australia. Walking to work at the moment and periscoping at the same time. I think that's called, g'day mate, g'day Ralph, good to see you. I think that's called multitasking. Walking and talking. Periscoping. A little tongue-in-cheek comment, sorry. And the other one you might want to have a look at is John Janst, which is JANTSCH. He's the owner of the duct tape marketing. That's hard to say. Hey mate, Jeff from Scoping Products, good to see you mate. And Danny Myers back in here from the photo, good to see you. Thank you so much for the hearts. Well, I appreciate those ones. So yes, Kim Gast, Pat Flynn and John Janst, amongst many others. Great business leaders to actually have a look at. Is there any others that... I've been well, Jeff. I've been busy actually. I've been extremely busy. Still holding up my health in the meantime, but running flat chat. How are you going, Jeff? And is there any... here's a question to all you guys listening at the moment. Is there any business scopers that you like watching? Stick up their name so other people can benefit from who you guys find interesting and has good material. Stick them up there, and yeah, please feel free to copy them down. Not good. That's hard when you're operating a small business and you go down, because the business tends to suffer. Glad to hear you better though, Jeff. Well done, everybody. Jeff at Scoping Products has all your materials that you need to scope. Yes, absolutely. Prevention is better than cure. However, let's just go up here a little bit, and I'm not quite sure what that, that's a wreath. There's a wreath from Anzac Day services. Just climbing up into the park a little bit because we've got a bit of time, and I've got to keep going. Now, here's the thing, particularly for people who are just starting out on their Periscope business journey. See there, smart chick is awesome. Cynthia Bazin, there we go, guys. Check out Cynthia Bazin from Ralph. Excellent. Sorry, I missed that other comment. My apologies. Sorry about that. Please come and share with us again that other person. So please put up anybody that you think of. Ethan Periscope is another one I really enjoy watching because he's got some great, particularly marketing. G'day CBW from Melbourne, good to have you back, mate. Now, another thing that people, particularly when you're first starting out business periscoping, the common question is, what the heck am I going to talk about? Good Aussie lingo there. What the heck am I going to talk about? So here's a few things that you can write down and actually scope about. Once you start, I promise you it'll be much easier to continue, and you'll find it very easy to keep scoping and finding products. So, hey, it's Riley, Mr. Keck 55. Good to have you in, young man. Good to see you. So, Periscope's an opportunity to show people what you've got to say and what you also know, and do. So, obviously, the easiest subject you can Periscope about is your products and services. What I would suggest, though, is don't try and do a whole smorgasbord of all your products in one day. Just concentrate on one product, what its benefits are, the features, advantages, benefits of this. Talk about that and keep it to it. Yes, I will, Jeff. I sure will. I'll get back onto the emails. I'd be interested in following up our conversation. Thank you very much for putting that in. So, products and services, what I would suggest is that you don't get too salesy. Don't ever fall in the trap of trying to do a hard sale on your scopes, because that's not what Periscope's about. And you'll find that your numbers, that little Peri person in the corner that shows how many people you've got on your scope, will dramatically drop as soon as it comes across as being too hard sales. So don't do that, guys. Always soft sells. You can talk about them. G'day, Nabil, you're back. Nabil, I so much more enjoy that one, mate. It's much easier to read quickly. That handle you've got. So well done on the name change. Don't get too salesy. It's much easier doing a soft sell, which is where you talk about the product, and then you say, if you're interested more about the product, go to my bio and follow the link, which is obviously a link to your web page, and they can go and find that product. It might be a left-handed spoon, for instance. You can say, go to my website, link in the bio, look under products for left-handed spoons. Pete Streamer is definitely... Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. And thank you, Nabil, for sharing on Twitter. I appreciate that. Yes, please do. If you're not following me at the moment, you know how to pull up if you're on Android, pull across if you're on Apple, and make sure you follow. And also have a look at some of the comments and what people are saying and chipping in, and follow those people as well, because I can vouch for all the Pete squatters. They're darn good people. Darn good people. Good people to know and very knowledgeable. So jump on them. So your products and services, you want to build a relationship. Scoping is all about building a relationship. It's not about making the hard, fast sale. It's not a retail type of sale platform. So always be talking to people. 80% business, 20% personal is a rule of thumb, the old Pareto principle. So get onto that one. You can show, certainly on Scope, you can show all the interesting features of products that your customers might not necessarily actually see by picking the product the first time. You're able to actually give like an in-house demonstration to anybody and everybody who comes onto your scope. So a real advantage of being able to scope about your products. Obviously, then you save it to YouTube. You save it on YouTube, and then you can repurpose the video for whenever you need to show people all the different features about your product. So a great way to showcase your products is via Periscope. So yes, definitely show the unique selling features of it, the USP of the products. Again, you've got a chance to really spend a bit of time about each and every product via scoping. So great way to do it, and it's a great platform for being able to do that. Behind the scenes of your business really works because it helps with that authenticity we were talking about. If you can show what the people are like and who you're, what you're about and all those sorts of things, it helps people trust you. So use that for behind the scenes, and personal things about you. Show if you're a weekend wakeboarder, or if you're a Saturday soccer player, or not a problem, CBW. Oh, fantastic. Love to have you on CBW. Thanks so much for jumping on again today. We'll see you another time. All these kind of personal things is what you can actually show when you're first getting onto Periscope with your business. It's a great way to showcase your brand, particularly if your business is not just local. It can certainly still work locally, but if you've got a worldwide distribution business, and most industries fall under that category now, by all means get on Periscope, because it's the fastest way to get around the world. Particularly if you've got a niche kind of product, this is an awesome way for people in your target customers to actually find you. So that's what the heck you talk about. That's what there's a few starts: your products and services, behind the scenes, and also your personal things about you. Let people trust you and get to know you, and they're more likely to buy you. What's that saying? It says all things being equal, people will buy from the people that they trust, and all things being unequal, people will still want to buy from the people they trust. That's what you want to jump on. Guys, I'm going to finish it up here. Thanks so much for jumping on and pumping out that heart. Who's the blue bio today? Who's pumping out the hearts today? I've been noticing the light blues. Who are you? Come on, pop your head up. Who's on the light blue? Thank you so much for the hearts. Hey, it's Maureen. Magical Maureen, the mighty heart giver. Thank you so much, Maureen. I appreciate that. And Costa, a very good morning and welcome to I'm Pete Stream Live, and I'm coming at you from Melbourne. I'm just down in South Melbourne at the moment, where I'm about to go to work. It's been a fantastic start today. We've talked about how to get started for Periscope with your business, but I am going to finish up there and follow part 2 tomorrow. A few more tips tomorrow. If you haven't been able to see today, all the replay viewers, have a look back over. I've covered how to tap into Periscope for business, why live is always exciting, why some business leaders to watch, and we also got some ideas from the Pete Squatters on here, and also what the heck do you talk about. Part 2 is going to be tomorrow. We now go to Dickie time, because it's that time in the morning where we go to Dickie time, which is where I try and finish my broadcast, and it doesn't work usually. Later, Maureen, thank you so much for coming on and giving so much hearts. You're amazing. Love having you on, Maureen, and I love your bio pics as well. I'll see you later, guys. Have a great day, evening, sleep, morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you. Love to see you. Bye now.